128. So Jewish tradition imagines Shabbat as a queen who arrives at the end of the week, bringing with her rest, peace, and a sense of wholeness. And so let us greet Shabbat with joy. This is a nice oldie. Turn to page 221. Do you need some help? It doesn't fall over. It's always a possibility. As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we by our lives give light to all who behold us. As their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we in our own day be among those who kindle light. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher isham mitzvotav, v'tzivanu, lahadlik ner, shel Shabbat. And there was evening and there was morning, the sixth day. Vayechulu hashamayim v'haaretz v'chol tzva'am, vayechal Elohim b'yom hashvi'i v'lachto asher asa, vayishbot b'yom hashvi'i v'kol melachto asher asa, vayevarech Elohim et yom hashvi'i vayekadesh oto, ki lo Shabbat v'kol melachto asher bara Elohim la'asot. Together, the heaven and the earth were finished, and all their array. On the seventh day, God finished the work that God had been doing, and God ceased on the seventh day from all the work that God had done. And God blessed the seventh day and declared it holy, because on it God ceased from all the work of creation that God had done. I got wax in there. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam. The ancient rabbis taught us that as Shabbat arrives, we go out to greet her like a bride. In their words, Boi Kala, come, O bride, come. And in the 16th century, the mystics of Safat gave this ancient image a hymn, a poem, a song, L'chadodi. So let us rise. Oh, no, you don't have to rise now. Let's welcome the Sabbath bride with the singing of L'chadodi on page 138. And remain standing. can walk over and say hello. You can give someone a hug. No one crosses the aisle. Don't sit down. We turn to page 146. The Baruch Hu.
They don't put the first.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher b'dvaro ma'ari aravim, v'chochma poteach sha'arim, u'v'tbuna shenei itim, u'machalif et hasmanim, u'mesader et hakochavim, v'mishmerotehem barakia kirtzono, v'orei yom v'layla, golel or mipnei choshech, v'choshech mipnei or. Uma'avir yom u'levi laila, uma'avdil bein yom bein laila, Adonai tzvaot shalom. El chai kayam tamid yimloch aleinu le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai, hama'ari aravim. Ahavat olam beit Yisrael, page 150. Amacha ahavta Torah u'mitzvot chukim u'mishpatim. Together in English. Everlasting love, you offered your people Israel by teaching us Torah and mitzvot, laws and precepts. Therefore, Adonai our God, when we lie down and when we rise up, we will meditate on your laws and your commandments. We will rejoice in your Torah forever. Day and night we will reflect on them, for they are our life, and doing them lengthens our days. Never remove your love from us. Yehem chayenu ve'orach yaminu u'behem negeh yom v'layla ve'ahavatcha al tasir mimenu le'olamim Baruch atah Adonai ohev olam Yisrael Shema Shartam laot al yadacha, v'hayu l'totafot bein einecha, u'chetavtam al mezuzot beitecha u'visharecha, v'ma'an tizkaru v'asitem et mitzvotai, V'yitem kedoshim Elohechem, Ani Adonai Elohechem, Asher hotzeti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim, v'yot lachem Elohim, Ani Adonai Elohechem, Adonai Elohechem, Emet. Page 157. Let's read together on the top. Standing on the parted shores of history, we still believe what we were taught before ever we stood at Sinai's foot, that wherever we go, it is eternally Egypt, that there is a better place, a promised land, that the winding way to that promise passes through the wilderness, that there is no way to get from here to there, except by joining hands and marching together. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom, v'ha'amidenu shomreinu l'chayim, ufros aleinu sukat shalomecha, v'tapnenu be'etza tova milfanecha, v'hoshienu l'ma'an shemecha. Grant, O God, that we lie down in peace, and raise us up our guardian to life renewed. Spread over us the shelter of your peace. Guide us with your good counsel. For your name's sake, be our help. Shield and shelter us beneath the shadow of your wings. Defend us against enemies, illness, war, famine, and sorrow. Distance us from wrongdoing. For you, God, watch over us and deliver us. For you, God, are gracious and merciful. Guard our going and coming to life and to peace evermore. U'shemor tzeitin Elohim l'chaim u'shalom, me'ata ve'ad olam, baruch atah Adonai, ha'pori sukat shalom, aleinu v'al kol amo Yisrael, ve'am You turn to page 164 and rise for Tikvah. Adonai Shabbat Tiftach Ufi Agite Ginatecha. Adonai, open up my lips, that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Eloheinu Tzidkenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el HaGadol, HaGibor HaNorah, Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, Ve'konei HaKol, Ve'zocheh Chasadim V'imahot, U'mevii Geulah Livneihem, Le'man Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Ozer Moshe U'Malim, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham, Ezrat Salam. Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai, Mechayeh HaKol Atara Ve'Moshiach, Mashiach Ruach, U'Moriv HaKashem, Mechayeh Chaim B'Chesed, Mechayeh HaKol B'Rachamim, Somech Noflim B'Rofei Cholim, U'Matir Asurim, U'Mekayem Emunato, Mishenei Afar, Michamocha Bal Yunot, U'Midol Melach, Melech Benit, U'Mechayeh, U'Matzmiach Yeshua, V'ne'eman atah l'chayot ha'kol, Baruch atah Adonai, Mechayeh ha'kol. Atah kadosh, v'shema kadosh, u'kadoshim b'chol yom ha'natuch ha'sela, Baruch atah Adonai, ha'el ha'kadosh. You may be seated. You set aside the seventh day for your name, the pinnacle of creation, and you blessed it above all other days, more sacred than all festival times. So it is written in your Torah. The heaven and the earth were finished, and all their array. On the seventh day, God had completed the work that had been done, ceasing then on the seventh day from all the work that God had done. Then God blessed the seventh day and made it holy, and ceased from all the creative work that God had chosen to do. Our God and God of our ancestors, be pleased with our rest. Sanctify us with your mitzvot and grant us a share in your Torah. Satisfy us with your goodness and gladden us with your salvation. Purify our hearts to serve you in truth. In your gracious love, Adonai our God, grant as our heritage your holy Shabbat, that Israel, who sanctifies your name, may rest on it. Praise to you, Adonai, who sanctifies Shabbat. Baruch atah Adonai, Mekadesh Shabbat. Page 175. Let's read together on the bottom. You are with us in our prayer, in our love and our doubt, in our longing to feel your presence and do your will. You are a still, clear voice within us. Therefore, O God, when doubt troubles us, when anxiety makes us tremble, when pain clouds the mind, we look inward for the answer to our prayers. There may we find you, and there find courage, insight, and endurance. And let our worship bring us closer to one another, that all Israel and all who seek you may find new strength for your service. Baruch atah Adonai, she'otacha v'adacha l'yirah v'na'avod. God of goodness goodness, we give thanks for the gift of life, wonder beyond words, for the awareness of Saul, our light within, for the world around us so filled with beauty, for the richness of the earth which day by day sustains us. For all these and more, we offer thanks. Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimcha, u'lecha na'eh oladot. Shalom Rav, pause for a moment of silent meditation. Take a moment to remember all those who are in need of healing of body, mind, and spirit, or spirit. This is our community's prayer for wholeness, a way of surrounding those who we care with strength, love, and hope. Whether you're thinking about someone specific or simply holding space for all who are struggling, may these words Help us remember that none of us face challenges alone, and that healing can come in many forms. We think of Jamie Littman, Abish, Eileen Andacht, Ellen Bassick, Miriam Shulamit Bat Bela, Jane Bernstein, Wendy Bernstein, Arnold Block, Dennis Brenner, Jack Kazis, Bela Bat Chaya, Nora Correa, Richard Domash, Pamela Dorman, Susan Dietschik, Janet Ewing, Kelly Fink, Paul Fink, Arthur Fisher, Judy Fisher, Michelle Fisk, Parker Farake, Evan Foster, Benjamin Menachem Frank, Barbara Goldberg, Florence Goldberg, Sandra Goldberg, Florence Goldring, Stephen Goldstein, Allison Gordon, Jean Gormley, Elise Grace, Lee Hawley, Marilyn Heckler, Matthew A. Hood, Dacia Horowitz, Phyllis Horn, Jason Israel, Stephen Israel, Toby Israel, Christine Jacobson, Danette Jamal, Morris Jamal, Louis Kaufman, Joseph Keating, Tatiana Kolchunik, Esther Kuchevsky, Sandy Lee, Sibel Lewis, Gail Levy, Robert Mandel, Barbara Massey, Susan Miller, Ashley Moranti, Adam Moranti, Chana Rachel Bat Miriam, Michal Zahaba Bat Miriam, Shmuel Ben Miriam, Shmuel Yitzchak Ben Nisan, Nora Tzipora Bat Ilana, Carrie Odell, Sophia Palladino, Esther Parker, Gerlinda Pescatore, Helga Pfeffer, Rabbi Lester Polanski, Amelie Raja, Carol Ryder, Jan Rhodes, Julie Rosenberg, Laura Rosenspan, Renee Rosenthal, Sylvie Rubel, Martine Rubin, Janie Ruddick, Helene Schoenhout, Charlotte Miriam Schnupp, Richard Zanga, Tova Bat Shifra, Michael Spidale, Mark Strominger, Christine Sun, Calvin Tantone, Arlene Iris Wisson, Rachel Leah Bat Yosefa, and Gail Young. And as my eyes meet yours, if there are any other names?
Paul Drum.
Toby Macla, Matthew Prince,
Mordechai Ben Shimchama and Bila Batsar.
For those of you online streaming, think of those names, say them out loud, hold them in your heart. May the one who blessed our ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah, bless and heal all those who are ill and all those in need of healing. May they find complete renewal of body and spirit as we sing our Misha Berach on page 371.
Before us, help us find the
vayakel, which means to convoke, to be convoked or gathered, is about making a place for God, and it's also the components, making a place for God and the components of the tabernacle. God gives really detailed instructions to Moses about the tabernacle, its materials, and its personnel in earlier chapters. And then last week's episode was about the golden calf, which interrupts this tabernacle narrative, and then the tabernacle narrative continues in this week's portion. And it begins with a review of the Sabbath, then describes the collection of donations that people bring, and then identifies the artists who will oversee collecting the contributions and using the materials to put God's plan into concrete implementation. Then there is a detailed narrative of God's plan for the tabernacle, which includes the tent of meeting and all its furnishings and the courtyard with all the details. And this portion, along with several others, gives us a detailed description of the furnishings and the building plans for the tabernacle. In fact, it goes into so much intricate detail that we must wonder why. According to some commentators and also archaeologists, temples in general, sanctuaries in the ancient world, were considered to be models of the cosmos. And so the design of a temple and its furnishings, and even where the furnishings were positioned, were all symbolic of what the people of the culture, or at least the builders of that sanctuary, believed about the nature of the cosmos. It kind of like sounds like feng shui. Am I pronouncing that? Feng shui. Am I saying that right? Right? Feng shui, the way some people arrange their furniture in their home so that everything harmonizes with the surrounding environment. So in this portion, we learn the details for these furnishings, the details for these symbols, but not what the symbols mean necessarily. But as Reformed Jews, capital R, remember, we understand that the meanings for these symbols don't stay the same. Symbols aren't static, just as Judaism in general is not static, hence the name Reform. So I've always believed that Judaism still exists. Like, think of all the other ites in the Torah, right? The Hittites, the Jebusites, the Pizarites, the whatever ites. What other ites? Lots of ites. They're all dead. They're not there. The Israelites. Why are we still here and they're all gone? Because Judaism has adapted and maybe assimilated just enough to be safe, not to get killed, but not to lose our identity. And so we reform, capital, lowercase r. So while our rituals and symbols may remain, their meanings have not remained static. And this is the same for any long-lasting culture, which is symbolized right here in this portion. So while the furnishings of the tabernacle are described in this portion, the metaphors they express have changed with the generations of people who have used them. Some of the furnishings in the tabernacle are objects we can easily recognize and relate to, and some not so much. Like, what's a scraper? One example, we want to know. One example that all of us here can easily identify with and understand personally is the menorah, right? The menorah, which is described in this portion in such minute detail, the listener can sometimes tune out. Let's not consider all those picayune specifics, but rather what the menorah can mean in a larger sense. It has some obvious metaphors. It gives light, and light itself has its own set of metaphors. The creation of light is the beginning of many religious and cultural creation myths, ours included. And shining light on something is akin to making it understandable. All of our Jewish holidays begin with the kindling of light. Almost all. We separate holy days from ordinary days with candlelight, right? Havdalah, right? We mark the anniversary of a loved one's death with candlelight. Kindling light is such an intrinsic part of our Jewish rituals that it isn't simply lighting to mark time, although that's what we're doing. It's something much deeper than that. Kindling faith is really a metaphor for our connection to God and our awareness of that connection to creation. And note, too, that the menorah, described in this week's Torah portion, is made of all gold. And it's really, really enormous. It's so big that the priest has to climb up a ramp just to light it. It's huge. It's described as having 6 branches, and each branch has oil cups in the shape of almond blossoms, complete with calyx and petals. And on top of these branches are 7 golden lamps. And all this is to be formed from one huge piece of gold. Can you imagine just hammering and getting all those details? Hammered into shape. Not melted, just hammered. If we visualize it, it seems to be like what? Like a tree. Remember, in another part of the Torah, it seems that the proof that Aaron was indeed a priest was the presence of a flowering almond branch. In Israel, the almond tree is probably the first tree in the spring to show its buds, and beginning as early as February, little white flowers open on the trees. One author, Rachel Adler, in a women's commentary, even suggests that the almond tree's Hebrew name, Shaked, which means the early waker, may suggest that the menorah's connection to an almond tree may symbolize the immediacy that God responds to the Israelites, or perhaps God's watchfulness in general. So, this just reminds me of something. I was in Israel when the almond trees were coming out. It's also the rainy season. And I thought they smelled so spectacular. They have and then I was told that our hotel pumped in aroma. So I don't know if do almond trees smell? Do you know? Yeah, maybe not as much as I thought. Trees, in general, have a special connection to Judaism through our liturgy. Our Torah is described as a tree of life, which describes our connection to God, the story of our people, our very life. We're rooted in what we symbolize as a tree, which itself is rooted, endures for generations, and has the capacity to blossom, re-blossom, protect, clean our air, provide food for us and the animals, and even gives animals a place to live. We even have an annual tree celebration, it's a modern holiday, which is a clear example of how symbols and rituals can change and adapt with the generations. And another symbolic connection to the tree was the birth of morality, or moral consciousness, when the first 2 humans ate from the tree in the middle of the Garden of Eden. And what about that other famous tree in our history? Maybe not exactly a tree, but a bush. He gazed, and there was a bush all aflame. Yet the bush was not consumed. God called to him out of the bush, "Moses, Moses!" He answered, "Hineni, here I am." And God said, "Do not come closer. Remove your sandals from your feet, for the place on which you stand is holy ground." In fact, this golden menorah, designed in the form of a golden tree, is equipped with oil lights for lighting. So, in fact, is a tree aflame like the burning bush that is not consumed. And so our menorah, this little item designed as a candle holder, is really a metaphor for our encounter with God as a Redeemer, for our connection to creation, moral consciousness, endurance, rootedness, growth, memory, nourishment, and the moment our greatest prophet met voice to voice with God, sending all of us on a most remarkable journey through time. I'm sure you already know, but if you don't, yesterday in West Bloomfield, Michigan, where my family are all members, a man rammed a vehicle into Temple Israel, a large Reformed congregation outside of Detroit. 2 months before, the FBI conducted a training session for the congregants, staff, and students, and just 2 weeks ago they went through a practice drill, one of many. One security guard was injured, and thankfully he'll be all right, and everyone else was safely protected. The attacker died at the scene. Today's Torah portion opens with Moses Vayakel, gathering everyone together to build a sanctuary and kindle the menorah. Every person brings something: gold, copper, skill, wisdom to help with the building. And in West Bloomfield, we saw the same thing. Teachers, security, police, first responders, neighbors. Each one became a branch of the menorah. Each one became the branch that held the light. No matter how much darkness appears, we gather again, we protect each other, we make sure the light of the Jewish people continues to burn. We turn to page 506 and rise for Lynn. 586. There are stars up above, so far away we only see their light, long, long after the star itself is gone. And so it is with people that we loved. Their memories keep shining ever brightly, though their time with us is done. But the stars that light up the darkest night, these are the lights that guide us. As we live our days, these are the ways we remember. The Kaddish reminds us that no one mourns alone, and as a community we stand together supporting those who remember and honoring the memories of those whose lives continue to bless us. We remember the recent passing of Elaine Farber, remembered by Martin Farber, Andrew Farber, and Cheryl Magaziner and family. We remember the yard sites, remembered on their yard sites. Blanche Balin, mother of Howard Balin, Evelyn Bash, aunt of Lori Panetta, Leo Berman, father-in-law of Maureen Berman, Marshall Blumenfeld, uncle of Ronnie Nelson and Beth Reif, Edward Cohen, father of Michelle Gold and father-in-law of Mark Gold, Mildred Cohen, mother of Marion Baskin, Rhoda Cohen, mother of Louis Cohen and mother-in-law of Cheryl Cohen, Samuel Saul Cohen, grandfather of Martin Cohen, Adam Cutler, son of Michael and Terry Cutler, Joseph Furtick, friend of Ruddy Ann Friedman, Gertrude Gross, mother of Susan Beckerman, Irene Jacobson, mother of Robert Jacobson and mother-in-law of Robin Jacobson. Max Kaplan, father-in-law of Carol Kaplan. Robert Kiss, husband of Nancy Kiss. Nicholas Kolios, father of Anthony Kolios and father-in-law of Elaine Brooks. Miriam Krieger, friend of Terry and Michael Cutler. Murray Leff, husband of Selma Leff. Gertrude Luft, great-aunt of Ronald Deegan. Sadie Pepper, friend of Lois Marcus. Frances Rabinowitz, sister of Sandy Portnoy. Harry Rice, father of Cynthia Bettelheim and father-in-law of Joseph Bettelheim. Dr. Monroe Scheinberg, father of Randy Scheinberg and father-in-law of Martin Cohen. Milton Snitzer, dear friend of Helen Lipson. Hilda Sorblom, aunt of Carol Kaplan. Rosa Winter, grandmother of Aaron Weisel. And David Zorn, father of Stanley Zorn and father-in-law of Irene Zorn. Are there other names?
Frank Schenk and Lita Robbins.
Let us all rise together, give strength to those who mourn. We are on page 598. Yitgadal v'yitgadal shemei Rabbah, ve'alma tivrach v'yam malchuteh, v'chayechom v'yomechom, v'chayei b'chol beit Yisrael, v'agalah v'zman kariv v'imru amen. Yehi shmei Rabbah merach, le'olam le'amei hamaya, Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitbar v'yivlomam v'yitaseh, v'yithadar v'yitaleh v'yithalal, shmei kudisha v'riku. Le'elam yimkol birchata v'shirata, tushbachata v'nechemata, damiran le'oma v'yuru amen. Yehi shlama Rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yuru amen. Oseh shalom v'yvomav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yuru amen. Oseh shalom v'yvomav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yuru. Seated. And we have announcements from Lisa Lupo, the immediate past president. Do you miss that, John?
From a distance.
From a distance, yeah. Shabbat shalom. Oh, no, thank you. I will not be singing anything. And everyone should be very happy to hear that if you've ever heard me sing. So thank you, Cantor and Yuri, for a very lovely service on this Friday night. Announcements, our usual activities will be going on this week. Torah study will be both in person and on Zoom, beginning at 9:15 tomorrow morning. That'll be followed by a musical lunch and learn with Cantor Friedlander.
I'm sleeping over tonight.
You're sleeping over tonight. It's a bring your own lunch at 11, and the program will start at 11:30. Choir Ursula and Mark are at their usual times this week. Please support our teams. It's something near and dear to my heart since I'm organizing it. On the Mid-Run Run, which is next Saturday, when they will be delivering clothing, food, and toiletries to the homeless. You can still make your donations through next Shabbat. Drop it in the office during office hours and at Shabbat services, and we will do the run next Saturday. Any questions, ask me. Happy to assist if you'd like to. I can suggest items to donate that we might still need. Sisterhood's annual Women's Seder will be next Sunday, March 22nd at 12:30 p.m. at Towers on the Green in North Shore Towers. Everyone is invited. Bring your neighbors, your friends, your children, your grandchildren. Note that our March 27th Shabbat service will not be at this location. We will be doing the service, which is a Temple Tikvah only service led by Rabbi Scheinberg and Cantor Friedlander at ICCJ in Fresh Meadows. It's one of the several locations that our future planning team is looking at as possibilities, so please come. But RSVPs are a must, so please RSVP from the weekly update RSVP. Brother is sponsoring a pre-Passover wine sale. It's begun. You can order your wine through March 20th. And we need additional toiletry and other items for nursing home and veteran home residents who will be attending a Golden Week luncheon. Please bring your items to temple by April 24th. And please also, look at the update on RSVPs in response for everything here. Also note that we have listed several community Seders for the second night Seders that people are invited to attend. So if you're interested in the second night community Seder, look and see what the choices are. And again, as always, check the weekly update. Shabbat shalom, everyone. Shabbat shalom.
And I'm told that Torah study and the class, my class will be right here in the cocktail hour area.
Oh, okay.
So bring your cocktails.
Wait, so that means we'll be in the cocktail area for the luncheon one too?
I mean, that's what Meryl told me.
Okay.
And if anyone knows how to work the owl, please come. Will you be there?
Yeah, is somebody bringing a laptop?
I'll bring mine.
Is your laptop back or regular?
Regular. Was that the other choice?
It
Regular?
has a USB in it.
Yes.
It doesn't need a okay.
Okay. There was something else I was going to say. Maybe that was it. I don't know. Who knows? Even if you haven't RSVP'd, you can still come tomorrow.
Thank you.
What?
That's me.
Oh, good. Come. Besides, I know someone who made a reservation. She can't be there. She's doing some political work, which is good. Good political work. Adon Olam, page 625 by Kingsley. Adon Olam, Hashem Elohim, B'Terem Kol Yitzur, Ve'im Nasal, V'Chet Shalom, Asar V'Melech Shemo Yikra, Ve'achar Yizbor Chakol, Ve'Vador Yikol. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. Baruch atah Adonai